There's the storyteller. The blind elf looks better than he did in your last encounter. His clothes are clean, and his pale face has some color. The elf turns to you and listens closely. Is that you, my savior? I recognize your footsteps, determined footsteps, befitting a determined person. Allow me to thank you again for saving me. Please accept this humble gift as a token of my appreciation. The elf hands you a small black ring with 2 scarlet runes on it. Irabeth has explained why you were looking for me. I warned the authorities of Kenabres that the local wardstone had been desecrated. They waved off my warning and paid for their inaction. I have examined many wardstones, but only in the one guarding Kenabres did I sense a flaw, a spot of corruption inside, a vulnerability the demons will surely use. They are able to spread the blight inside the wardstone, corrupt it, and make it their weapon. It frightens me to think that what it will be capable of. The wardstone must be destroyed. Who are you, and why did they let you examine the wardstone? The elf smiles faintly. I am the storyteller, just an old elf, and a bit more. I am old even for an elf. I have seen many things, and have been to many places. Not so long ago, I witnessed the making of a young kingdom in the Stolen Lands, led by a remarkable and promising individual. My advice on the complicated master of conquering those lands proved useful to the leader. That is not uncommon for me. Some seek my advice or services, and I don't refuse. This is how I equated my reputation as an old vagrant who never hurt anyone, stayed out of other squabbles, but sometimes gave good advice. I had a few friends in the Neosan who vouched for my integrity. This is why my humble request to be allowed to see the wardstone was granted. I visited all of them, but only found cause of alarm in Kenabres. You wield some special magic power, some instinct. Storyteller chuckles. Yes, to a certain extent, but it is more of a gift. I can see the past, stories that have happened. I can touch an object and shreds of its owner's memories are revealed to my mind. Their emotions, passions, and tragedies. I see like visions, like I am them, and their stories happen to me. This is my power. I've been roaming the world, gathering such stories for many thousands of years. One day, I will gather them all. What blight is concealed within the wardstone? I'm afraid I don't have an answer to your question. To understand the nature of this blight, we need to understand how the wardstone was created. It is hidden from me. I can only guess. Have you heard of the Red Morning Massacre? A dreadful morning remembered with fear even by those not yet born at the time. A demoness called Minago invaded the city with a crowd of her followers, and started to do what demons do best, kill and desecrate. They say they cover the wardstone in pieces of dead bodies, splash it with blood from top to bottom. Could such an abomination darken the radiance of the gift of Ayamuri herself? The locals think it's impossible, but who knows? It was not the last attack. Many demon leaders brought their unholy forces here, even the terrifying Baelor or Menzenez. Their attacks were rebuffed, but still they reached their target. I think this is when the seed of corruption was planted into the stone. It wouldn't have grown on its own, but Deskari himself has now come to take advantage of this weakness, to open the abscess that has been festering for years, unnoticed by the people of Kenabres. And when the Demon Lord struck the blow, the weakened stone gave in. Now it's in demon hands, and nothing stopping them from spreading the blight throughout the entire stone, and from it to other stones with the whole perimeter of the Worldwound. Why did you travel to the Wardstones? I tried to see their stories. The visions I had when I touched the Wardstones were unclear. I saw hundreds, maybe thousands of different stories at the same time. They followed each other like flashes of lightning. It was impossible to separate them. I couldn't understand. But one of them ended and the next began. I have heard of you, storyteller. In that case, you must make every possible effort to destroy the corruption. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get an instrument powerful enough to banish it from the Wardstone. As far as I know, there is nothing like it in Kenabres, but the demons might have something. I have heard the dying roar of Terendelev, the Silver Dragon, the protector of the city. At the same time, I felt a wave of unfamiliar power sweep over me from head to toe. I would advise you to go where Terendelev perished. Search there for something. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but the intuition and a strange sense of righteousness tell me to point you there. I found this in the square where Terendelev perished. What do you make of it? Storyteller reaches out and says softly. Even from here I can feel the strange energies emanating from this object. If you don't mind, I will examine it. Using my method. I will try to see the past of its owner, their emotions, and the shred of their memories. Maybe it will help us better understand what we're dealing with. Storyteller touches the knife, his fingers clamping around the hilt with a hungry, masterful grip. His face contorts into an evil grimace, his voice distinguishingly raspy. Hunger. My many legs bring me into the lair, my mother's feasting hall. A swelling body overfilled with food is so huge that I have to look at it with all of my eyes at once. On top is her scrawny little head with a long beak, and that is always yearning for more food. You'll feel feverish in your chest. Where the mysterious wound is concealed, feels hot. Your mind is flooded with a wave of visions that repeat the words of the old elf. Mother greets me with a placid speech. Stupid, greedy wretch, for whose only achievement is my birth. A creeping wingless creature, it's your fault I have no wings, a symbol of greatness, a birthright that I should have received from my mighty father. Mother points me to a crowd of whimpering subjects, suggesting I fortify myself with their pathetic flesh. Not today. I summon my spawn, and then they fly to me, enveloping me in a teeming cloud. Like dark, buzzing wings, they unfold behind my back and lift me up. Mother's always been stronger, but she did not expect this. I dive on her and rip her limp, bloated body with my claws. Ichor splatters the bone, spurs on my heel. Heels sink into her flesh. I clench her pitiful tiny head and tear it off along with the shreds of meat. Victory. I am the strongest. I am the son of my winged father. The elf grimaces with distaste. His voice becomes normal again. Appalling. Stories like that are the most difficult ones to keep with me. Did this knife belong to a demon? Storyteller opens his mouth to answer, but a sudden spasm crosses his face. A new vision, a much stronger one, engulfs the old elf, but the malevolent undertones vanish from his voice as he grows determined and triad. Even looking at the wardstone is difficult. Despite the corruption nesting in it, it still has an aura of strength. Your fingers clench the stone hilt so tightly it hurts. The little spot on the flawless surface of the wardstone draws your attention. It looks like a butterfly, corruption, in the guise of something utterly harmless, but it will grow. You swing and stab the butterfly with the knife as hard as you can. Your fingers cramp painfully. A howl invades your ears. Light everywhere. Stone knife falls from the old elf's hands. Out of breath, he drops to his knees. He's trembling, the terror on his face so unlike his usual dignified manner. What was that? That was not the past. That was something that is yet to happen. Or rather, might happen. One of the roads to the future, and one of the possible futures. This item will help you to cleanse the wardstone, or to destroy it. If you are longing, take the stone chisel and plunge it into your chest. Right into the wound that has opened up in it. It's hard to resist this feeling, but at the last moment your self-preservation instincts take over and you manage to keep control of your own hands. The old man stands up. He looks completely stunned. Never before has anything like this happened to me. But how? I am not an oracle or a prophet. Or is this another riddle from the past that has caught up with me? I must find out. Seeing stories that have happened is one thing, but seeing stories that are yet to happen, I don't know what's happening now. There is one thing I'm sure of. It is not a coincidence. The sign of coming changes. Great changes. I shared your vision, and this knife tempted me. Did you see what I saw? It has never happened before. Could it be the magic of this object that you brought me? There's dark energies in it that can cloud and charm the mind. Be careful with this item. It may have tried to influence you, but you managed to overcome its power and subdue it. Or perhaps something else happened to us, something that we don't yet understand. Can you see the future? I don't know. Obviously I can, but nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The future never opened its secrets to me before I met you. Gods, who are you and why have our paths crossed? I feel this is not a coincidence. Something momentous is happening. Destiny is pushing us towards something. What questions without answers? I swear, this morning I couldn't have imagined what awaited me. Maybe it's the knife that gives you the power of divination. This knife is a powerful artifact, but I feel that its power is of a different nature. No, I felt the same as I do when I tell the past. This is my gift, but manifested in a completely abnormal way. Is what you saw destined to happen? No, the future is not set. It used to be, a long time ago, when the god Aroden guarded Golarion, but not now. Prophecies do not come true, or they do. But not the way they were supposed to. I only saw one version of the future, one of the paths leading to it, but the choice has not been made, and our destinies are not set in stone. Who were you in your vision? I don't know. Someone strong and desperate enough to resort to an extreme measure. I felt that what I was doing had to be done. Your powers are amazing. A few minutes ago, I would have agreed with you, but the thing that just happened disturbs me. A gift has never manifested like this. Something has changed, and these changes frighten me. Please examine the items I'm carrying. Perhaps some of them could tell us a story. Durandal nods politely. Let me touch them, and I'll tell you what I can see. The old elf carefully takes Yanael's sword, Radiance. Powerful forces lie dormant in this sword. It used to belong to an incredibly bright and daring soul. Durandal's hand runs over the scale that has still not lost its shine. Proud Durandal, protector of Kenabres. You devoted your life to serving people. Your death is a great loss, but maybe I will find out something about you that is unknown to your many admirers. Durandal's hand touches Finian. What a peculiar weapon. I sense intelligence in it, but it seems dented. Aha, Grandpappy Elf. Watch where you're poking your finger. It tickles. The storyteller fills us with the fragment of a gold buckle. An old thing, created long ago by divine will, but the power that gave birth to it is lost in the darkness. However, the relic still lives on, though it has changed. I wonder what secret it is hiding. Would you like to know? Bring me 5 vials of magic essence, and I'll revive the object. With it, its story. Elf looks to you with pain, shall we? That's important things to discuss. I have to go. So what do we need to bring him? 5 vials of magic essence. Well, if I was going to buy magic essence, I'd go buy it from this guy, I think. Oh, I wouldn't buy it from him. Fair enough. Would you have it? No. Unless magic essence isn't in that one. Question, do I have any magic essence? I have elemental essence, so it would be under ingredients. Okay. Go back to him a moment. Let's try and buy some more stuff.
Let us press on.
Oh yeah, that's the Pathfinder guy, I remember now. Well, there was another person here selling stuff. Been wrong. Well, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm just going to go grab myself a drink. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Let's do what we need to do. Okay. Cool. Let's get going. Oh.
We march
Yeah, we don't need to rest just yet. I probably should have bought some potions, but oh well, I've already left. If I hadn't have left, I would have bought some. Okay. I've already been up here, so let's get to that Pataxian wine cellar. 5 hours? Don't care, let's go. Oh, it's some enemies. Let's kill them.
I was never good at stealth.
Ah, fuck stealth. Let's just run into it.
Stand with me.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this.
Get charging. Beautiful.
Did I mess up again?
Out of my sight.
Make every strike count.
There we go. Hey, it's not going to be able to get over there in time. It's okay.
We shall overcome.
Damn it. How did I miss? Okay, you're just not going to get there in time.
The light, take you.
Wow.
I will see to your demise.
Nobody's just getting over there in time.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Did you see that?
Yeah, let's continue to the Pataxian wine cellar. I know there's a reason we went here. I just can't remember what it was.
Let's have some fun.
Because there's cultists here. Oh, there's whites. That's...
You won't survive me.
That doesn't seem good.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh, we can't go around that way?
Precision and grace.
Okay, Lan, you know what to do.
This.
Beautiful.
Stab you or zap you. Why not?
Come on,
both?
Woljif. Do it.
The spirits demand your blood. Your pain is my pleasure.
That Karen right
Make short work of
didn't miss by much.
So this is how it feels.
Tactical retreat. No.
Oh, damn. Fucking hell, that's not good. Man,
Every strike count.
kill. We're only level 4. We should be fine.
Distract them for me.
Melia's
Do not hold back.
straight up nearly dead. Damn it, the -1 leveling is all. Well, these two idiots are on death's doors now, which is a big problem because I don't know how to fix that yet.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Strike as one.
out of my sight.
We may actually lose this fight, and I don't know why.
You won't survive me.
Oh, the right. Wow, I know why. I went for the wrong enemy first. I thought Karen whites were worse.
I will see to your demise.
The light take you!
Endure this.
Yeah, I think we're about to lose. I think, you know what? I am willing to say we lost that. We'll do a quick reload. That wasn't gonna work.
They will not expect my strike. Save the last one for me.
Into the fray!
Use a heal on yourself.
I'll cut you wide open.
Cool, Jiff. Save it for next turn. Now, get yourself as close then as you can.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I know how negative level works. It's okay.
Out of my sight.
Oh. I am not letting it. I'm not taking that much fucking damage. Bullshit, right? That's the last save scum I'm gonna do. I promise.
Oh, quiet now. But how will they know I've arrived?
Godspeed.
Ask nicely.
Always be ready for the worst.
You've crossed the wrong
Defeat
mongrel.
is not an option.
Do a really good heal. Full Jiff. Healer. Samael. There's no point being stealthed.
Out of my sight.
Full Jiff. Wonder if Ash's splash will do anything. Did some damage. Wait. Plan.
You won't survive me.
Really should use your key to actually help attack. Yeah, I want to leave. I'm trying to like leave ourselves back here for when they comes at us.
Do not hold back.
That way I have all of my men surrounding him.
I will see to your demise.
Cover me, all right?
There we go.
The light
When you actually use proper strategy, fights aren't too bad.
Endure this.
I'll
Let's
cut
see
you
if...
wide open.
she decked it. Let's see how many of us deck it before we can kill that. I don't know why, but I like the idea of just seeing how long it takes till we actually kill it.
Stab you or zap you.
There we go. There's another one down.
inheritor.
Damn, she can actually hit without getting in the grease.
Strike count.
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice.
We shall overcome.
Didn't take as long as I thought it would, I'll be honest. But that would take longer. I'm assuming there's still another white, but that white sucked. It also had a really cool battle axe. Yep, when this +1 cold battle axe confirms a critical hit, all creatures in 10 feet have to make a reflex save or suffer 3d10. Thank you for all those, Bob. Oh. I just got myself a drink, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, I did wonder how many of us would fall over from going across that.
Let us press on.
I found something.
Those idiots will get over there at some point. Orc double axe. Deals wait. Axe deals additional 1 cold damage on one end and 1 sonic damage with the other. Okay, that's interesting. That was all that's down here, just a white and that. And damn it, I decked it.
We march ahead.
Right. That was definitely worth the little venture. It hurt a lot, but it was worth it. Now, the next thing we can do, I'm going to go do is Worm's Mansion. I don't really want to go do the Tower of Estrad yet, because that feels like it's going to be a little bit harder than anything else. And of course, we definitely don't want to do the Grey Garrison. Oh, we're also getting fatigued, which means we're going to have to stay out in the open, which is not good.
Save the last one for me.
First things first, we're going to have to hopefully beat these guys while fatigued.
I'll make short work of this.
Which shouldn't pose any... Oh, okay, we can't charge. Got to position ourselves smartly. I don't want to throw my men too close to a fight.
Do not hold back.
Unless they're the tank, obviously.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Out of my sight.
Beautiful. Oh. You just charge through, can you?
To the fray.
How about you don't?
Go for their hearts.
Distract them from me.
You won't survive
That's
me.
my boy Lan. Beautiful.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Lan doesn't miss, does he? Like, he just hurts. Get out of here.
Leads on.
An absolute legend in the flesh. Going to take a rest. Going.
I cannot help but think that everything happening right now will one day end up in the history books. And under the stern gaze of the schoolmaster, little Mendevians will read, on such and such a day, the heroes stopped to camp here and there. And the little blighters will be thoroughly bored, and so they will begin doodling in the margins. And the only picture of yours truly in the book will be adorned with a mustache. So much for the rewards of heroism.